So how would you actually build a membership bit onto your existing website where you start taking payments and can create these pages that are only available to certain members? And a way that you can actually do that is, of course, there's going to be additional plugins that we need that is going to help you manage that whole process of different membership levels and taking payments and everything for those things. So this, of course, isn't going to be for everyone, but again, it's just really good for you guys to see how you could do this. So if you did ever want to do this in the future, or if you was maybe asked to do this by a client, then you can see how you could do it and have some ideas to work with so that you can get started with that. So let's just say that we wanted to take accept payments for memberships. So under our services here, we've got a become a member. So what we could actually do here is just add in a button. So I'm going to search for a button, and this is just basically going to take us to a different page which they could then apply for. So apply now. So we could have something like that. For some reason that is outside of that. Oh no, it is inside the container. That's fine. But again, it's the styling and everything else is irrelevant. We can now build a separate page which is going to have a form on for them to sign up and pay. And we can do that by using a piece of software or a plugin. And again, this is by no means the only plugin available to do this, but the one that I use is called Wishlist Member. So Wishlist Member, I think, costs around $200 a year. I think it has different pricing levels. Let's have a quick look. Again, of course, these pricings might change. So yeah, $199 for one site or $349 for 10 sites. But it is a really powerful piece of software. So what I've actually installed that onto this website that I'm working with here. And this is under my plugins now. I just need to activate it. So let's come to installed plugins. We can activate my wishlist member, and then we can start configuring all sorts of different membership levels under members, under setup. We can start integrating different payment gateways. So if we wanted to take payment through Stripe and PayPal, just like we did with that button there, then we can do that. There are also other services like Elementor, whereby we can then start to choose the content on the page. So the exact containers that we want different members to be able to see. So we could build out a page which has got maybe 4 or 5 completely different pieces of content on, and each one of those would only be available to a particular member. So lots of really cool things that we can also do with this integration into Elementor. And just to give you an idea of how this might look for this members area, I'll just show you one of my other websites where I am coaching clients with their SEO for their e-commerce businesses. Because Wishlist Member, the one thing about it, it is complex, but it also has a fantastic learning portal. So it talks you through how to set everything up. There is wizards and everything, which is going to walk you through with videos on everything you have to do. So again, it just makes it very easy to get that set up. Now, again, of course, you might not be interested in members, but just know that if you did ever need to build something, then you've got software like Wishlist Member and Elementor, where you can just start creating these different options for your visitors to sign up and subscribe to a members area. So let me show you one of my websites. So Ricky Wallace, if we actually go to Learn With Me, that will take you to a subdomain. So this is my masterclass.rickywallace. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm only showing you this because this has my wishlist member set up. It has a dashboard set up for members and everything else. So let me show you what that looks like. Of course, once our members log in, at the minute they don't see a heading at all. In fact, if I log in, it's going to log into my admin. So let's just come along to Getting Started, which is the dashboard. So once they have paid, they can come along and land on a page like this. And all this is is built with Elementor with a logo at the top, a banner, a hero, and a completely separate menu. So this menu just consists of different pages that I've created with different pieces of content on. So I've got one here where I've created a course. This has got like all of my course pieces on there. I've got a resources page. And again, this just has some resources page that I've built using an Elementor page builder. I have a schedule for this program. I've got a support page. I've got extras. I've got all sorts of stuff that I've crafted and created solely for the purpose of members, and for the duration that those members are subscribed, or once they've paid, maybe it's a one-off thing and they have a lifetime access or lifetime subscription, then you can start showing them and giving them access to all of this. And you can take care of that all by using something like Wishlist Member. So again, I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent to our web developer website here, but at the same time, the idea of this course is to introduce you to all of these cool things that we can do with Elementor, so that you are exposed to and have experience with, or some practice doing, some of these really advanced stuff that, you know, maybe you want to do for yourself, or maybe you want to start selling your services to your clients and it might be something that they have asked you to do. So that is how we can kind of add this and incorporate a whole members section into a web developer site. So let's say that you had a section which was maybe a training portal with lots of YouTube videos that you wanted to sell to subscribers that was a paid subscription. You could do that now by using a plugin like Wishlist Member. You know, adding that into your website, building out that members area with its own dashboard, its own pages and its own menu. And then you've got another whole side to your website. Now, like what I did on my rickywallace.co.uk website, you might want to push that membership site onto a subdomain. So you'll notice for that website, it was on masterclass.rickywallace. You might want to push it onto a members. Whatever your website is called, so that it is available on a subdomain of your website. So lots of different things that you can do to get really creative with and to make it look really professional, and ultimately for you to be able to make money with, so you can start charging for these services. So that's going to bring this section to an end, and we are just about coming up to the end of this one now. So at this point, I guess if you guys were interested in seeing how to build a membership site exclusively from the ground up, then do let me know. Do maybe add a message to a question to this lesson, or drop me a message. Let me know that you were interested to learn how to do that, and then that might be something that I can do in the future so that everyone can see how to do that for themselves. But for now, like I said, we've covered lots of very complicated stuff within this course, so this is gradually coming to an end. So that is this lesson coming to an end, and I'll see you all in the next lesson.